Hey Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 7th through the 13th. We have our little October theme here for those of us getting ready to go trick-or-treating at the end of the month. We're going to use two different decks as always. We're going to use this lovely tarot deck here and then an oracle deck for a spirit message for us all at the end of the week. So let's jump right on in and see what's happening. As always, my darlings, I will always include which decks I'm using in the description of the video. I know a lot of people always ask, what cards are you using? Because I'm always using different stuff. But here's your Monday, Tuesday, Aquarius. Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There we go, my darlings. All right, so Monday, Tuesday for Aquarius, my lovelies. Ooh, the High Priestess. She's been showing up an awful lot. She's been showing up an awful lot for us in the readings. She came up a lot in the love readings that I did for October. So, you know, it doesn't surprise me really as we're coming into this energy of the fall, as we're coming into the energy of October. You know, a lot of people get a little bit more deep, right? And so, because of the energies that are kind of just floating around. And so the High Priest is going to have to do, Aquarius, with a lot of you really tapping into your intuition, really honing in on your intuition. And many of you have heard me say in the past about the High Priestess. There's a lot of chakra clearing, a lot of chakra action that goes on with the High Priestess. At least what I've seen over the years reading for people, and you know, the changes I see them go through in between the readings. I can definitely tell you there's a lot of really powerful chakra activation things going on when the High Priestess comes up for somebody. And a big part of it is going to be your own kind of like magnetism. I've talked about that in other videos, so I won't spend too much time on it, Aquarius, but don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if in the beginning of the week you start noticing people like needing to be near you, or like talking to you, or opening up to you about their life. Or also don't be surprised if you have a lot of people flirting with you, a lot of people like trying to come on to you or talk to you, or you know, hook up with you. It happens because you are vibrating at a very high energy. And your chakras are all open and running, and there's something very magnetic when you're in this energy. So don't be surprised. You know, if some of you have been having a hard time, you know, deciding if you were ready for a relationship or picking between, you know, a couple of people, then I'm sorry to tell you, your options might be expanding, Aquarius. You might be finding yourself all of a sudden with like, oh goodness, right? But you know, it doesn't just only apply to love. I mean, it's gonna benefit you in whatever you're focusing on, career, you know, projects, things like that. Like, people will gravitate towards you, right, in all aspects. And so a lot of people notice it in the department of love, you know, but it's gonna be an energy that you can really harness right now, because even though the High Priestess isn't considered like a golden touch kind of card, or like, you know, having the golden touch, but it really should be, because it's right in there in that kind of family or area. Some of you are gonna have like off the charts intuition coming in. Some of you are more focused on the spiritual path, and you're gonna be feeling this card in spiritual ways. It all just kind of depends on where your vibration is at and what you're open to right now, Aquarius. But as always, this is a general reading, so it's gonna come in different ways for different ones of you. But I do feel I am telling you, for many of you, don't be surprised. Even those of you, if you've been single a long time and you're like, I don't know where I would even meet somebody. I mean, don't be surprised. I've said it before, like trips to the grocery store or like whatever, you know, people are trying to talk to you, or all of a sudden you're getting attention without having really done anything much different or changed yourself in any way. It's because of the energy and the vibration that you're giving off. Okay, my darlings, your Wednesday, Thursday here is King of Pentacles. Wow, Aquarius, you've got some really like magical cards coming up here for you in this week. Now, I did say the High Priestess, it's not just in areas of love. It's also in areas of projects or things like people wanting to work with you. So some of you could be with this King of Pentacles. Some of you could be finding some kind of a partnership coming in, or someone offering you like to take you under their wing or to mentor you in some way. You could be noticing that you're getting a lot of attention from the higher ups at work. For those of you who are working, those of you who are studying or who are in school, you may even have something presented to you in terms of like, again, like some kind of mentorship opportunity or something that's giving you in the field training that has the prospect to pay, you know, at some point. Maybe it's starting off as like a credit thing, and then it's becoming like a, you know, they'll hire you if you're doing a good job kind of situation. But, and I just got a visual, I just got like a quick little flash, a quick little mental picture of a giant spider, like a really big spider. So Aquarius, what Spirit is saying is a lot of you are on the path midweek of creating something eternal, something infinite, okay? The spider actually has to do with like infinity. And creation. So a lot of you are spinning some kind of a web, some kind of a masterpiece midweek that's directly connected with your career path. So maybe Aquarius, a lot of you are taking this High Priestess energy and you're like, look, I couldn't care less about love right now. I'm really honing in this skill and this ability on creating something for myself. I'm hearing assembly line, assembly line, assembly line. So some of you might even be establishing something that's going to end up being like, you know, mass produced in some way. So maybe somebody's finding an investor on some kind of an invention that you're doing. Yeah, I'm getting a feeling or a vibe of like some kind of an invention or something going into production. I'm getting assembly line, I'm getting production. Although production can also be things like artistically, right? Like a play can go into production, a movie can go into production, or a TV show. But I'm hearing going into production, I'm hearing assembly line. So some of you are really working on some really big things, and you're having something come in to make it happen. Keep in mind when the King of Pentacles comes up, my darlings, whatever it is you're focusing your physical energy on, or whatever's coming in, sometimes it feels really, you know, like exciting, but we might tell ourselves, oh, but it's way more than I'm ready for, or I have to turn it down, or I have to say no, or maybe they're making a mistake taking this chance on me or offering me this position. But the King of Pentacles wants you to know if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here now because you're ready for it. King of Pentacles also tells you that you have everything that you need now to get started. What you don't have, you know, you're going to be able to get over time. What you don't have, you're going to be able to earn through what you do have now. So example, if you were doing something in terms of like, you know, if you're like saying, oh, you know, I need to work, but I don't have any work clothes, right? But maybe somebody's going to give you money, or somebody's going to help you out, or somebody's going to let you borrow an outfit. And at least you have something to go on interviews. And then you have what you need to go on interviews. And then from there, you get the job, you get the paycheck coming in, and then you can go buy more work clothes or whatever, what have you. Or if you're trying to start a business, you know, maybe your dream is to open up a store, but you're not going to have that right in the beginning. Or at least most people don't, right? But, you know, maybe you would love to, you know, make a bakery one day, but you don't have the funds, but you have some flour and some sugar and some butter, and you can bake some cakes, or you can make some stuff, and you can cater and you can sell and you can do what you can, and that money will come in, and little by little you can invest in equipment and things like that, and it just grows and grows and grows and grows. I always tell people that when I started out doing tarot, I barely had the pennies to scrape together to get my first deck of cards. And I wasn't doing tarot. I was only doing angel cards at the time because I was very afraid of tarot, but little by little, you get readings and you can get more decks. And then now, like, how many card decks am I always showing you guys? But it all started somewhere, right? It all started somewhere. It'll come in and then you can invest it. You can invest it into equipment, or things to better the services that you're offering. Don't get so caught up on, but it's not perfection. It's not where I want it to be. It's okay. You have what you need to get started, and that will bring in an income, and that income can be invested to grow and expand over time. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Aquarius. Ooh, money cards. 3 of Pentacles. So this is a very prosperous week for you, Aquarius. This is a very prosperous week. Now, to have King of Pentacles come in, followed by the 3 of Pentacles, it really makes me feel, Aquarius, that you all are coming into some kind of a partnership. Some kind of, like, you're being included in something, or you're building upon something. Some of you are very much solo. Some of you are very much like the lone wolf, and you like it that way. And, you're like, oh, well, I'm in my high priestess energy. I'm confident. I don't need anybody else. And that will be true for a lot of you. But, whatever the case, you're building, you're creating a foundation. When we have 3 of Pentacles, you're creating a foundation. And in a lot of the times for other ones of you, it will be partnerships. It will be someone taking you under your wing. One of the things I see happen with 3 of Pentacles is sometimes with people who are working a traditional job or like a 9-to-5 kind of situation, you'll find that you're getting pulled on to do things like at work. Like, you're like, well, I'm not in that department, or that's not my responsibility. Or, you kind of might feel like they're, on you about stuff. And sometimes people get afraid, oh, maybe they don't like me. Maybe they don't think I'm doing a good job. Maybe they don't want me in this department anymore. But really what they're trying to do is get a feel for your different talents, your different strengths, because they're planning on moving you up, or they're planning on, getting you to do something else, like expanding you, helping you to grow, helping you to move up. So don't be surprised if that happens for some of you, Aquarius, or if you just seem to notice, or you seem to sense like, hey, you know what, like, my supervisor seems to be paying a lot more attention to me. Or, my manager is seems to really be checking in on what I'm doing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. When 3 of Pentacles comes up, it says that we're being looked at, we're being examined to be mentored and to be taught and to grow and to progress and to get promoted, and to get into that kind of energy. In terms of business, it could be collaborations, but overall, with 3 of Pentacles, it says, hey, you're on the verge of something very big, and right now is just kind of the beginning stages where you're laying out the foundation, but it's going to be a nice, strong, sturdy foundation that you're really going to be able to build upon. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit message is for the week, Aquarius. And again, my darlings, don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign videos. Some weeks they may resonate more, or it might just kind of give you a little extra info, especially if you can't afford to book a private reading at this time. Sometimes it's a really great way to get a little bit more, make the reading a little bit more personal depending on your planetary, makeup and all that. So do check that out, my dears. And if you do want a reading, I am having a sale. I'll talk about it at the end. So hang out for that if you want to know about the sale. But look, this doesn't surprise me at all, Aquarius. You have ancestors coming up here for your spirit message after all of this prosperity, after all of this energy here with money cards and all of this stuff. It doesn't surprise me one teensy little bit, because with your ancestors coming in, Aquarius, a lot of you are breaking out of something karmic. A lot of you are breaking out of some kind of long-lasting money issue with family. Maybe for generations money's been difficult for you, with family. You know, maybe it's been a long-lasting thing. Maybe your parents have struggled with money, or your family has had these patterns of, oh, well, you know, we're doing really great and then we're losing everything, and like money doesn't stay for long. But you're breaking out of something generational. A lot of you, like, this is it. You're breaking out of this generational block and you're coming into prosperity. So some of you, especially those of you who are more intuitive, you may feel like you're getting visitations from guardian angels or from like grandparent kind of energy. And some of you, this will be like great grandparents, or like, you know, people that you haven't even met yet, but they're in the family line and they're showing up like to kind of root you on and say, hey, you know, Aquarius, you got this. You're going to be able to do this. You're going to break out of the cycle of poverty, or you're going to break out of the cycle of lack. And for whatever reason, Aquarius, I don't know why, but maybe this is something that some of you are struggling with as air signs, you know, because air signs, you guys are very, you know, in that, you know, area of mental thought. But I feel a lot of you, as a part of this prosperity, you're breaking out of a cycle of being very hard on yourselves mentally. Like, you know, saying very mean things to yourself in your mind, or like judging yourself, or like, you know, beating yourself up about things. You're breaking out of that kind of stuff. And Aquarius, I do feel that this is like the main kind of area that some of these ancestors are coming in to help you with. Some of you, Aquarius, and this is kind of a controversial thing, and I know there's readers out there who like do not agree with me at all about this, but some of you, Aquarius, who come from like a lower line or very low energy family, you may be doing something where you're kind of saying goodbye to your ancestors, or you're disconnecting from that energy. I know it's very controversial. I know a lot of people say that it's very disrespectful and that you should never do it. But I think in some cases, for some of you, you're feeling like, I don't want anything to do with this line, and you're coming into like a new agreement or a new contract. Again, like I said, I know a lot of people out there don't believe in that, but I have seen it happen. I've seen it come up during energy healing sessions on certain clients. Certain people will do that. And I'm just in the place of, it's not my place to judge. It's not my place to tell you what you can and can't do, or what you should and shouldn't do with your energy and with your family line. It's not my business, you know, but I do feel some of you will be doing that. But the majority of you might just kind of be more working with that ancestral energy, or just kind of, you know, releasing yourself from blocks and releasing your ancestors from blocks. Like you're kind of being this channel of healing for like generations before, generations now, and, you know, generations on into the future, which is a beautiful thing, my darlings, a beautiful thing. Again, these are general readings. I didn't cover too much about love. I do that separate, so you can click on the love links in the description of the video if you would like to watch the love videos. They are available. And if you would like a private reading, Aquarius, this is a good time to do it. I'm having an October sale. October is my birthday month, so phone readings are going to be half off. It's a pretty good deal. Usually for 60 minutes, it's $100. It's going to be $50. And usually for 30 minutes, it's $50. It's going to be $25. So pretty good deal on phone readings. I like to do the phone readings because it's like, it's cool, like getting to know you guys and like hearing your voices, and I like to connect in that way. I mean, I can still do the recordings too, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's nice to just connect with someone's energy via phone, and it's nice to get to know you all in that way. So if you'd like a phone reading, feel free to go into the Calendly link and schedule there. Or if you want to schedule a recording, those are still available. So if you click on Calendly, you'll be able to see what's available, what reading options there are, and the prices and the availability. All right, my darlings, I am wishing you a fabulous week.